I put this one together and I'm working on a project right now, and I had to go back and change what I was doing. I'm working on a journey map right now, defining the beginning and the end. So usually I start my journey maps somewhere in the middle, because you don't always know where is the beginning. Is the beginning from the time that they pick up the phone? Or is it from the time that they open up a box? Or where is that beginning and how far back? Or is it when they start thinking about your product? Or is it when they may have a problem that they would need you, so they might need to think about your product? It can go back further and further and further. And you don't always have to waste your time going back there, because maybe what you're actually looking at is somewhere closer to the product or service that you have. That's the beginning side of it. The end of it, it could be that you're working on a product or service that gets updated and updated and updated, so you don't have to worry about a decommission. So is it really worth spending all that time writing out and understanding on the decommission if that's your client leaving you and, hey, they'll figure it out. Somebody else is going to figure that out. So we want to remember to understand where that beginning is and where the end is. Back to the VR headset. I ordered the headset because I wanted to get one back from my client. I picked up the phone and I called somebody and I said, hey, could you get one sent to me? And I was working with that validation step, and somebody mentioned, well, you didn't fill out one of those papers. I was like, what paper? The paper that you use, that the salespeople use to order the headset to come to their house. Maybe I need to start a little earlier in my use case, in my journey map. So defining the beginning and the end can help you a lot. Start something reasonable and expand if you need to. For instance, right now we're working on the adoption of the use of these headsets, so we don't need to worry about when those headsets are no longer viable, how are they going to be thrown away. It's irrelevant. Doesn't matter right now. So we're just not going to spend a lot of time in there. We might think about it a little bit, but we're not going to use that and sit with our stakeholders in the company and make sure that our use case is correct. Does that make sense? Awesome.